Turbo, and again, my name is Knight. I am the CEO and founder of Childcare Business Professionals, which is a company that helps business owners find success while improving their quality to maintain research-based quality standards. I'm also the host of the, my goodness, I'm blanking. I'm the host of the Childcare Business Coach podcast. So I asked Sue to come on today just to talk a little bit about being one of my members. She's been in my membership since my beta was out and has a lot of experience working with me at this point. So Sue, tell me about how has your experience with my membership?
It couldn't have come at a better time, actually. I found you in the middle of a really horrible time. Everyone was going through COVID. People were curious if they were going to shut down or not. So you came into my life at, it couldn't have been a more perfect time. But since I've known you, I've gone through your units. You give a lot of really valuable information that's been a huge help that I would not have received. I've grown professionally. I've grown in my mindset. I've grown in how I handle my staff and my childcare center. You've coached me through phone calls. So I've really gleaned a lot of valuable information, and you're an awesome person and friend. So
thank you. I'm so glad that, and I think you bring up a couple good points. I love the fact that you say you consider me a friend, because I think that's huge, where we build these connections, right? And within the group,
right.
Even like the other owners in the group, we just build connections. We help each other. It's just so nice. And I love that you mentioned mindset. Mindset is huge. And when we can get ourselves out of that trap of thinking nothing's going to help us, this is just the way it is, and we get trapped in that. So the mindset is just such a big piece of flipping things over, don't you think? So tell us a little bit about your center. Where are you located?
Very rural location. The population isn't very high, so there's only 2 centers in our community. So there is competition. We are a little bit off of the beaten path, so it's taking a little bit of more effort to have people realize that we are over here. So we're kind of rebranding a little bit and using the qualities that we do have to set ourselves different. So we're a small center. We only have about 50 enrolled right now. School is changing everything, though. I expect our enrollment to increase. So having this new mindset, and really, I feel like since I've met you, I've grown 2 years worth of knowledge and, able to be the change that I want to see. So I feel like I'm in a really good place.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. It's such a huge compliment. So also, I'm sorry, like terrible with this, so I lost my train of thought. And so if somebody is on the fence about joining our membership, what would you say to them now if they're just not sure?
I'm glad you asked that, because when I did join you, money was tight. That was a huge decision to make, whether our childcare center had that funding in the first place to take that leap. I'm really so glad that I did. So the value that someone will get from paying for that membership is absolutely worth it.
Well, thank you. And one of my goals is really to basically earn my keep, right? I mean, one of the goals that I have is to make sure that I help you learn how to produce the money that's actually going to end up paying for your membership, and plus much, much more. So that is one of my goals with every single one of my members, is I want to make sure that you're getting your money's worth. Therefore, I'm going to really work to make sure that we're filling that gap in that, the income gap there.
So what you did for that was you offered that one-on-one call.
Yes.
And we worked together through goals. So we're going to have a follow-up soon.
Yep.
And I will get to tell you how that all worked out and how those goals were implemented, and we will come up with our next steps. So
awesome. That's fantastic. And now I actually created a new method for you guys where I can help you guys project the next 12 weeks. And so it's kind of my business I made it childcare specific, where now we can really focus on, okay, where do you want to be in a year? And then we're going to turn that into like, okay, so now let's make these 12-week chunks. And so, yep, that's something that's coming up for you guys.
Good.
Well, thank you so much, Sue, for taking the time out to talk to me today.